boy, Mr. Perfect here. We're going to do a little wrestling review right now. So, picked 3 topics and one WTF to talk about. So we're going to do hot topics of the week. So we're going to get into the first one right now. And as you guys probably know, Ronda Rousey is creating some controversy, calling the business fake. Here is what she said, referring to the business as fake fighting. She was on Steve O's podcast, and wrestling fans and the wrestling community got pissed off because she called it fake, but they weren't really pissed off about her being calling fans ungrateful for having her. She's a weak-minded person, man. Let me just put that out there. She always feels like everyone should owe her shit, and I used to be a huge Ronda Rousey fan, and now can't really say I feel like that too much because it's kind of coming true. So she had to say, I love the WWE so much. I had such a great time. All the girls in the locker room running around there and having fake fights is just the best thing. So she kind of put him over, but kind of shitted on him in the same sentence. She was talking about how much she loves the WWE and all the women in the company, but the 2 words that everyone focused on was the fake fighting. The word fake and wrestling fans, man, they just go ape shit and absolutely freak out. You see everyone coming out of the woodwork, like trying to defend wrestling, and it is just amazing how, they crumble at the bit. I mean, dude, we all know it's fake. I don't know. I've been watching wrestling for over, 20, 25 years, and, it's 2020. Everyone knows the deal. So, the first people to respond to Rousey's comments were Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. Nia Jax just made her return on Raw. It's Nia Jax. What do you want me to say? So she said, I can't wait for Ronda to return to WWE one day. And even if WWE orders me to make Ronda look good in the ring, which is the only way Ronda to look good in the ring with me, I will risk my job to go down in history as this one is for the biz, and I will knock her the fuck out. Hashtag test me, bitch. Let me just tell you this, 300-pound sweetie, the girl will eat you up, spit you out. Won't fuck with her. I mean, her just in that tweet right there. Even if WWE orders me, if saying wrestling is fake and saying that WWE is ordering you around, it's the same thing. You made yourself look stupid. You have no self-awareness of how dumb you actually look by that. Alexa Bliss tweeted out, was out for almost a year, must have been fake. Concussions, injuries. I mean, the girl's skin and bone, so, injuries do pile up on her. Seems she hosted WrestleMania one year. I think that's the year that she was out. So, that's what she has to say about that. Ronda decided to fire back, though, and she just put hashtag kayfabe killer. She does know how to talk shit, let me tell you. As much as people just dislike her, she could talk shit and get people riled up. Then she tweeted again. Ronda did, good night, rowdy ones, and the jabroni marks without a life that don't know it's a work when you work a work and you work yourself into a shoot, marks. Hulk Hogan said that years ago, one of his more famous tweets. But Ronda she's stirring up the pot, I think, to get some buzz. She's either going to make a comeback or she really just don't give a fuck anymore. She was seen at the Performance Center with Cain Velasquez like last month, and Cain tweeted that out with him and Ronda, and WWE wasn't too happy about it. But this could all just be part of like an angle for her to come back. I kind of feel like WWE wants to, after all this craziness in the world is over, launch themselves up with something big. And what is bigger in wrestling right now than kicking off the women's division, having Ronda back? I mean, that would be pretty sweet. WWE could do the 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsewomen at Survivor Series. Ronda, Shayna Baszler, Jessamine Duke, and Maria Shafir as the MMA horsewomen, and Bayley, Becky, Sasha, and Charlotte as the WWE horsewomen. I think it's a pretty much ready-made feud. 2 of the girls are still in NXT, getting better, as we know for our wrestling girls. Pretty much all of them have gold except Sasha, and I think she will pretty soon. So that was subject 1. Ronda clapping at the wrestling community, calling them out fakes. It's interesting shit. Better, I feel like that's more entertaining than what they've been giving us on TV. So, just the fire that Ronda brings when she had her feud with Becky Lynch, it was the most probably entertaining thing of that year. Her and Becky firing back and forth. They had the lead up to WrestleMania. They infused Charlotte in it. But match was a dud, but all the matches before that were pretty good. So we're going to go on to our second thing, and that is Colby Covington, another UFC guy. He said he wants to dip his toes in the wrestling thing, and he envisions himself pursuing a career in pro wrestling someday. On the What the Heck show, Covington expresses admiration for WWE's performer and sees himself as a perfect fit in that world. Dude could do it all. I'm excited. He says that those guys are true athletes and entertainers. I'd like to put a show like that on for the world watching at home. I hope to join them someday. My thing is I want to go to WWE and make wrestling real again. So I look to go over to WWE and be wrestling in the near future. He's been absorbing sports entertainment wisdom from current stars like Bobby Lashley, which is a teammate of his at ATT, and Lashley's a crossover. He's done MMA, he's done pro wrestling, so what a guy. He says that he's been talking to Bobby, he's my friend, he's my teammate, and Kurt Angle, obviously, he's also been talking to. He walks out to his music during the fights. It's pretty badass. He keeps in good touch with those guys. He also said, the person that we just talked about, Ronda, it's good to learn from her and see what she was doing and handle into the transition from MMA to pro wrestling. I know how to act, he says. I know how to sell, and everybody knows I know how to entertain. So I think it'll be a smooth transition when I go to WWE in 2021. So there you have it, man. 2021, Colby Covington. Be pretty sweet, man. Something new. I think you're going to see a lot of the MMA guys try to go over. I know that there's talks of Tito Ortiz coming, real just slight rumbles. That was probably about a month or two ago. And then Shane McMahon had a comment to say about Chuck Liddell coming over. He said, call him. So who knows? It'd be pretty sweet to see these guys, the big names, bring more eyes to the sport. So Covington went on to say, if all goes according to plan, he can see himself as a WWE superstar sometime in the near future, middle of next year. He said probably next summer. He's been practicing on the mic, his promo, and just sharpening up his skills. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. Ain't that the truth? We're all here to try to get some money. So WWE, Colby Covington. Colby just lost his last fight in the UFC, but again, the lead up to that fight, everyone was talking about him. He was doing the whole, mega stuff and coming out and that type of stuff. And anytime you do that, it's going to draw some eyes on you. So with that, we're going to lead to our third thing. We're going to try to keep this first episode nice and short. This one kind of shocked me. WWE is now an essential business during the corona pandemic. So they are an essential business. I work for an essential business right now, and being open, I mean, we're open, but it's super slow. Everywhere's super slow. The world is kind of at a standstill right now as we're all going through it. But WWE is essential. As many people might think that it's not, they got deemed it is. So World Wrestling Entertainment has been deemed an essential business by Florida, by the state's government during this pandemic. Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings told reporters Monday WWE was not initially considered essential when the Florida government issued a statewide order like a month ago. But therefore, they are allowed to remain open right now, and they are doing live matches again. Not a huge fan of that. Try to protect your guys. Tape as much as you can while you guys got the guys there. The shows kind of suck. I'm just going to call it like it is. Crowd makes wrestling. I know they're trying to do a good job, but we need the fans. But I would just say if you need to have shows, tape them. I think their contract with USA Network or NBC or whatever it is and Fox, they're only allowed so many tape shows, so they usually do the ones overseas taped. So in order for WWE to have that still locked up, they want to go on with live shows and not break that contract. Fox gave them $1 billion for SmackDown. That's the B show. $1 billion for the B show. Man, wouldn't want to break that contract, especially not now. A spokesman told WWE, the sports entertainment, that the company will be producing content on a closed set and essential personnel in the audience following appropriate guidelines while taking additional precautions to ensure the health and wellness of our performers and staff. Sounds pretty decent. Now, this is the kicker right here. As a brand that has been woven into the fabric of society, WWE and its superstars bring families together and deliver a sense of hope, determination, and perseverance. The company added. Woven. Oh, man. I mean, everyone knows what wrestling is. Everyone knows Monday nights. That's where it goes. It goes down. Football has Sunday. Football also has Monday, but, Monday Night Raw, just wrestling.